like, there's things in my game plan that didn't go according. I wasn't supposed to go back. I wasn't supposed to have my back on the cage. That was a key part of this training camp, and my training camp was amazing, so there's no excuses on my part.
Yeah, I know that like throughout her career, it's always been battling the aura of Cris Cyborg. I mean, you said, hey, I'm not going to play into that. Was there any of it? Was it more than you expected? Was it different?
I can't blame it on that. It was just not my night in there. You know, she's a warrior. She's the champ for a reason. But I'll be back. So.
Do you feel like you warrant an instant rematch? I mean, you did have several defenses. I mean, do you feel like you should run it back?
I mean, it's up to Bellator what they want to do. But yeah, pretty much. As soon as I got out of there, it was like, you know, so upset, and so many things that I did that I could have done better tonight. So.
What was one of those things that you wanted to do better that you feel like?
Forward pressure more, use my hands more, use my boxing more, not rely too much on the kicks. On the ground, wrestling better. You know, it was just big things, but little things that led to a big thing.
You've obviously explained then why, if you didn't want to be back on the cage, what did she do that forced you back on the cage?
It was just her forward pressure, and she started landing, and then it started pushing me back more, and then my back was against the cage. So it was just, and then I stayed there too long. It's like I just stayed there too long and made some mistakes, and I got to work on them.
Everyone always talks about, you know, like preparing for Cris Cyborg, you know, compared to what you've seen. Obviously you've followed her for a long time. How was she? Was she as strong as you thought she was going to be? Was she, her skills, everything?
Yeah, I expected her to bring it. You know, I've seen all of her fights. I've studied her. It was I did my job in the training camp leading up to this. It was just, again, not my night.
Were you surprised about her counter wrestling?
No, because I've seen her. I was expecting her to wrestle tonight, so it was just yeah. I wasn't surprised by that.
Julia, you held your own on the ground on the jiu-jitsu. A lot of people were saying her jiu-jitsu was all world. It was going to smash you. How did you feel? You looked pretty confident on the ground with her.
Yeah, it was just, again, I couldn't pull off. It was not enough time to pull off what I wanted to do in my wrestling and my ground game when I was there. So.
Julia, in the first round, you actually went back and forth in the clinch a little bit. You think if you had a second fight, you'd do that any differently? You seem to have a little bit of success there?
Yeah, I do, of course. But, yeah, again, it was her night tonight.
She talked a lot about, you know, a tournament, a Grand Prix in the featherweight division. One thing that's very established, Bellator does have a roster of featherweights. How do you feel about that? Because obviously you would figure to be right in the mix right there.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, it's exciting. I'm kind of just sitting on tonight. Again, I said this in all the lead up to the media, I trained so hard for this night. So after tonight, I mean, it's back to the drawing board, back to my team, and we'll get back to work. But, you know, it's Bellator's call.
What words, if any, did you share with Cris after the fight?
I said, good job, and you're the champ now. So she's a warrior.
Julia, what's it like trying to find answers during a fight against Cris Cyborg?
I mean, it was just, I felt like I have to go back and watch the fight for sure, but I just didn't do enough. So it was like I did a couple things would work, and then I just didn't do the extra couple steps. That's what I felt like happened to me tonight.
Was there speed or power that presented more difficulty for you?
I didn't think that it was just the constant pressure. I think that was her constant forward, you know, pressure that was messing me up. But I gotta look back on the tape and watch it to know for sure. But no, it wasn't speed or power necessarily. It was just kind of, you know, yeah, she did a good job.
Julia, you were looking.
Is disappointment the biggest emotion you seem to be going through in this moment?
Yeah.
Where you look back on it and you know there's other things you could have done, and you're standing here now, you know, you look bruised and battered, but you know you weren't really hurting there.
Yeah, it's just I could have done more, you know. That's how I look back, but it's definitely disappointment, for sure.
One or two more, guys.
What does the next couple of days or weeks look like for you?
Spending time with family, talking, going over it. We'll watch the tape. We'll see where I made my mistakes, and then, you know, get Lance Jr. back in the cage before I do, and build from there.
What is it about Cyborg that really interested you? What is it? You know, was there anything that surprised you that she did?
No, I knew she was going to bring it. It was more so just disappointed in myself tonight.
Julia, can I ask? I don't know if it was asked. Sorry if you did, because I missed the very beginning. Did you think you broke a ribs tonight, or broke a rib with that kick? Or punch?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
But it just had an
I'm
effect on
still
your
got
delivery,
adrenaline. Yeah, I still got adrenaline running through my body, but no, I think I'm fine.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Julia.
Thank you, Julia.
Thank
Good
you.
effort. Good
Cheers.
effort.